Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216. And up against him, it's Larry Holmes, weighed in at 226 pounds. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. Eastern assassin Larry Holmes dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Oh, that jab's starting to mark them up. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Catch and shoot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
One punch could change everything in this battle. That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with that hook. Counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
That right hook not connected. The perfect counter lands. It's all offense all the time. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
And Larry Holmes goes down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I need to see that again.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought right.
And there's the bell to start round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck is probably going to roll right over you.
And he misses with that jab. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And a round that... There's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Punch, counter punch. Nice slip to avoid the jab. His stamina is off the They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. He blocks the uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Fury in that last round. What would you tell this guy? Back into the fray here in round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. We're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. And down goes Fury. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Hold that thought. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I've got to see that again. Listen to me, are you okay? You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.